keep on running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Street Beat.
Yeah.
With Tony B.
Tony B will give you a chance to tackle local, national, and international issues that affect your community.
Street Beat. Street Beat. Tony.
It's May, and we will be celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month all month long here at Rainier Avenue Radio World. Stay tuned to the special programs highlighting, celebrating, and honoring the contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Please check us out at www.rainieravenueradio.world.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What kind of nonsense conversation are we having here?
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier... what's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so tired. I have to pee.
This week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Basketball Student Athlete of the Week award goes to O'Day Senior Jermaine Davis.
And on the other end, Jermaine Davis taking it. Pass over to Takeo. St. Sylvester back to Davis for the basket. And Tony, all at once, the Fighting Irish leading 52-46.
Behind Davis's 29 points, the O'Day Fighting Irish took control of their game against the Garfield Bulldogs in the third quarter and never looked back. Congratulations to O'Day Senior number 24, Jermaine Davis, this week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Basketball Student Athlete of the Week.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not helping bad girls set up their websites, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
What's good? It's your guy D-Money.
Your girl Taylor Hart.
Yo, it's Pint Size Patron.
You're tuned in to Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Spinning the freshest, juiciest hip-hop and R&B.
Keeping it live with interviews from upcoming and established artists.
This is Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. Peace.
I said Jambo, yeah. Jambo. I said Jambo. I said Jambo. Hey, there is so much going on. Hear me. In this country, racial tensions at an all-time high. Yeah. Scientists are gunning for the sky. Some of us ain't got nowhere to go. So believe it or not, we settle for the little bit that we owe. When it ain't got no value, and it ain't got no future. What are we the people supposed to do when living feels like torture? Get up out your own way, find yourself a better way. The world is yours, the world is yours. Get up out your own way, find yourself a better way. Mentality always ready to try another strategy. Yeah. If things now work out over there, so make me try a new thing over there, so yeah. I know that everyone you know will be proud of your prosperity. Much for the ones that would never believe a rose could grow from the concrete. When things are not fine, they will bring noise every time. So what are we the people supposed to do when it feels like torture? Get up out your own way. Find yourself a better way.
Trying, no, when they see us inciting, yeah.
The constant fighting, violence never ending. In a city youth falling. It's time for us to shake up and wake up. Take up our blessings like our name was Jacob. No more contemplating, just say this is my thing. Your consciousness will be rising. So help your brother and your sister. We're all the children of the Father. No finger pointing, a new day dawning. Can you see it?
Get up out your own way. Get up out your own way. Find yourself a better way. The world is yours. The world is yours. The world is yours. Get up out your own way. Find yourself a better way. The world is yours. The world is yours.
Do something with yourself. Do something with yourself. Your life is yours to live. Your life is yours to live. Don't be a false pretender, no running imposter. Set your agenda. Strive to be a winner, nothing but the winner, yeah. Now if you fall, be sure to rise again. Never let nothing keep you down. Never let nothing keep you down. Never say it's over. Once there's life, there's more land to rover. Strive to be a winner, nothing but the winner, yeah.
Get up out your own way.
Get up, get up.
Find yourself a better way. The world is yours. The world is yours. Get up out your own way. Find yourself a better way. The world is yours. The world is yours.
The world is yours. Move the haters out the way. Know that Jah will make a better way. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. He'll make a better way. You know, Morgan Heritage. Who to be conscious? Now stop say that. To the year 3000 and beyond. Where's the children?
Rainier Avenue Radio .world, your community radio station. You're tuned in to Fresh Juice, y'all, with myself, D-Money Pint Size Patron, and as well as ID Yourself, waiting on Pint Size Patron's arrival. And ID Yourself will not be joining us tonight, but that song that we opened it up was Fly. How about that? Morgan Heritage, The World Is Yours, opening things up with some beautiful reggae off of Legacy, which will be dropping next week on the 28th. Some great sounds from Jamaica and a wonderful ballad for you right there. Message, the world really is yours. And as long as you step up and take it, it is there for the taking, just for you. The world is yours. It's your oyster. It's everything that you want it to be. We got a great show planned for you guys. We got a few guests coming through, actually. And a lot of these guests were just like approved at the last second. So just getting our bearings as we go along here. But the Knowmads will be coming through. Actually, one half of the Knowmads, Tom Pepe, and their album Into the Sunset is dropping on Friday. It's their first album in a while, actually. So very excited to talk to him about their record dropping this Friday. We also got from LA coming in to join us will be Local Black, who put together a dope track with AFRO, who's a real underground MC of note. And he just dropped the project Mass Assailants. And we'll be talking with him. So he'll be coming through. And then right here from our area, from Olympia, actually, we got Heretic coming through, who just dropped a new song as well. So we'll be debuting all of their songs. And we'll be debuting some other songs. We'll be talking about other topics relevant to the culture. And, you know, we'll just be having a good time. So appreciate you for tuning in. Feel free to comment along in the comments there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all that. Show love. Anything that you have want to add to the conversation, we'll throw you your comments up there, keep you involved, all that kind of stuff. Feel free to like or love or whatever emoji you want to put on the video. Feel free to do that. And yeah, man, great show planned for you. It's 9:07 right now. We'll be live until 11. So just getting started with things. And of course, my name being D-Money. You can follow me on my Twitter and Facebook at D-Money Juice. Instagram is at D-Money Juice #1. And Pint Size Patron is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Pint Size Patron. And ID yourself. ID for short on Instagram. And I don't know if he's on Twitter, but you can find him on Facebook, Joshua Ayers, right there. Also, our handles for the show at Fresh Juice Media, Instagram and Twitter, and we post videos of our shows on there. All right. Well, since Patron's not in yet, I feel free to just let you know about what's been going on in my life. And this past weekend, I participated in a Free Palestine rally. And the speakers there at Westlake Park were like, there's probably we're counting almost 5,000 people participating in this. And that is just amazing to think about right there. All the people who turned out for such a wonderful cause. If the images and all the videos and are not showing up on your timeline, there may be some suppression going on. But whether or not you have seen it or not, there is a horrific situation going on in Israel right now. You could call it ethnic cleansing. You can call it whatever it is. And that's why I participated in that rally. And although I wasn't able to upload my own videos from the rally, here's some videos I actually found on YouTube that I can put on the background while I'm talking here. As you can see, just lots of fervor and energy, and it was all going down at Westlake Park. Basically, we gathered for a bunch of speeches, and then we marched. I think we did like a little a U or something like that, where we went around a couple of blocks, and it was so noisy, and everyone was the energy was just on 10, and it was an amazing experience to be part of. And yeah, just like all the signs are saying right there, this is a cause. And I don't want to get too political on this program. It's about this show is about celebrating the culture of hip hop and talking about things that are relevant to that. But this is something that was important to me, so I took part of it, and I'm glad that I did. So yeah, Free Palestine right there. All right. We're going to move on to our next track. Coming actually from a local 206 artist. I think we've definitely had him on Fresh Juice before. Goes by the name of Campana. And he got together with a couple of other artists here from the area. Scarlett Park, who's been on this show a couple of times. Dave Shanae, who, if you don't know, he just renamed himself. He used to be Mr. DC. And P. Cruz. So P. Cruz been on this show before as well. So a lot of talent on this track. I'm definitely excited to share it with you. It's called Brand New. Well, it is brand new, but it is called Brand New. And you'll feel it right here as you listen to it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Brand New Campana.
You got me feeling brand new. Why you acting brand new like we don't know each other? Playing around like I don't know your mother. Know it's been some time and you got a new lover, can't deny that shit. But then we had together, you got a brand new piece, brand new weave, brand new way you seem to go about things. In the back of your mind, know you think about me, cause your new man looks like a carbon copy. If you wanna ask me, I say damn shame. You used to be the shorty, wanna get my last name. Now you're going through some shit and I pray this is a phase, but you know I keep it G at the end of the day. One comes around, next one goes away. Yeah, it's real sad to say it's the name of the game. I know that it's humans, we go through change, but that's no excuse to become so jaded. You don't got a problem, huh? Yeah, well, express that shit. Know you been a naughty girl, but I, respect that. Know you want a new life, and the hard work shines. Every time you go out flossing, bossing, up on a brand new life. Hit them with this high or this low, where these drums go. You can't blame me, all you want for brand new jigs on the dance floor. With you, with you, with you. Hit it! Why you acting brand new? Why you acting brand new? Why you acting brand new? You got me feeling brand new. Why you acting brand new? You got me feeling brand new. You got me feeling brand new. If I wanted something irregular, probably could have stayed with you. But looking back at the way we were, need to get away from you. I need a little bit of something you ain't never known a taste of. I need to find another reason why I'd wanna see your face, love. But don't mind me and all of my flexes. You should go and join all my exes. Heard they got your name on the guest list. Pity party, guess who's next up? No, it don't feel good to be a step in my staircase. No, you want the front row when I make it up to first place. But I've been feeling bad, and I mean that in the best way. Some call it a glow up, I'm just calling it a bad day. You got me feeling, you got me feeling brand new. Hit it! Why you acting brand new? Why you acting brand new? Why you acting brand new? You got me feeling brand new. Why you acting brand new? You got me feeling brand new. Why you acting brand new? You got me feeling brand new.
Of Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. I'm going to take a shot of your love, no chaser. Ooh, like that. Campana, brand new, featuring Scarlett Park, Dave Cheney, otherwise known as Mr. DC, and P. Cruz. That's a lot of Seattle talent. Some of those people have left Seattle since then, but you know where they calling home. Campana, Scarlett Park, Dave Cheney, otherwise known as Mr. DC, and P. Cruz. You're listening to Fresh Juice right here on Rainier Avenue Radio with myself, D-Money, awaiting the arrival of Pint Size Patron. Other co-host and ID yourself will not be joining us tonight. But later on in the program, we'll be having a few guests for you. Knowmads own Tom Pepe will be coming through right before the release of their album Into the Sunset, which is not their last album, by the way. And Heretic of Olympia will be coming through. We'll be talking with him, chatting with him, because he has a new song out. A guy who has some association with the battle rap scene, just like our own Pint Size Patron. And from LA, Local Black, an artist. We told him we were going to debut his new joint, and he hit us up and wanted to join the broadcast. So we'll bring him in as well. And thank you, everybody else, for tuning into tonight's program. Lamont Styles, Miles Salvador, and anybody else also tuning into tonight's show. We appreciate you. Feel free to, like, comment, all that, subscribe, all that. Yep. On Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or on our website, rainieravenuradio.world, and on our app, which you can download that for free. iTunes, iPhone and Android users do that. Okay. Now, we were actually going to talk about something last week on the program, but we ran out of time, of course. We had some wonderful guests on the show, because we had John William Flautist and as well as Ricky Ray and Osei. So, yeah, we spent all the time on the interviews. But that whole thing about Joe Budden and his co-hosts and firing his co-hosts on the air, man, some serious stuff. And ever since then, there's been some fallout, obviously, and Joe has addressed it, and his co-hosts have addressed it. But part of Joe Budden's most recent podcast, he was addressing it, and here's some audio from that on reflecting on the firing of his co-hosts while he was on the air.
Affect people I love, which is why I'm going to apologize to Rory, because me and Rory got so many fly moments together, like fly friend type of vibey. Like, it's unfortunate that they may not feel that we're so friendly today. And it's unfortunate I can't tell you how we got here, maybe aside from, if I'm taking accountability, poor leadership skills. But poor
communication skills. I mean, but everyone's to blame. That was kind of
that
was the theme of this show. Everyone's to blame. Everyone's right and everyone's wrong.
Yeah, I'd be right and I'd go about it wrong.
Yeah,
that's what
and they were right, but they went about it wrong.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
And as far as the spiciness and all the meat you said in the podcast, people aren't really privy to the like phone calls that you got right before we went on air. You're mad. You're upset. You're sad.
There it is, man. I don't know if we Joe Budden, that was like a half apology. He said, I'm going to apologize. I don't know, man. What do you think about Joe Budden there, about his was that a real apology to you? Do you think he's really sorry for what he said on the air about his co-hosts, firing them, saying they are not allowed on this platform ever again? These were friends of his. He goes on later on to saying that I've had a deep friend relationship with Rory, who was one of the co-hosts. And basically, you know, it's like, it's just wrong, man. As far as I'm concerned, I think it's wrong. And it's like, you know, you can't do that. You handle your business outside of the show, as far is what I would say. You know, I don't understand all the politics and all the behind the scenes stuff that went down to cause this reaction. Joe Budden's been known for making these types of reactions before. But here's the thing. You just don't do that on the air. I've been in situations, even recently, where I was working with somebody and I felt extremely uncomfortable during those moments. And everything inside of my soul wanted to just turn it off, to turn the broadcast off right there and tell them to get the hell out of the room, as they were just making me feel extremely uncomfortable. But I erred on the side of profession, man. I sat there and I knew that the broadcast had to come first. Now, I'm not working with this person anymore, but it makes you think there's time for business and you got to keep it off the show. The show, you cannot be handling your business on the show. It's just like, if you're going to fire someone, do that off the show. Give them their private moment. You know, it's like you have to respect. There's respect here in this game, and everyone deserves it. No matter what they did, give them the benefit of the doubt and don't air the ass out on the air, man. At least that's my thoughts on it. What do you think listening in about how Joe Budden went about firing his co-host on air? Do you think that he was right to do what he did? Do you think he's sorry for what he did? Do you believe his apology? Are there moments where business can be addressed on the air? Feel free to comment, drop anything right there, and we'll get you involved through the show. I'm hearing knocks from outside. I believe Pint Size Patron has arrived, so we're going to go to our next record. Coming to you from one of my favorites in the game right now, Toby Nwigwe, yo. And he dropped this song featuring his wife with the verse, Fat Nwigwe. This one is called Fi Fi. And trust me, it is all the way Fi on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice.
Look, dog, I'm extra unique. My whole aura screen telling. I've been listening to feel like Griselda and Marvin Winans just to make sure I'm balanced. I'm from the West, yeah. Half of of my partners is savage. The other half made it out the mud, but the taste of sludge didn't alter their palate. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and your father figure. That little P365 was just fast starter pistol. She got a scorpion too, and a sting you just like a scorpion do. If a demon get gregarious, my little Harry don't do what accordions do. That means bold, I was told by the G's of old. Keep your lady close, make sure she can work a pole. But they wasn't referring to strippers. I'm still by fame with the Clippers. I done been blessed with a woman that pray heavy, but turn her back on the liquor. She keep the devil off me like the cherubim. She make it clear to hoes that we ain't sharing them. I push the euthanasia like a chariot. They gay a legend, hey, we had to bury him. But that's how I be in the jungle. I grew up around wildlings and mongrels. Ready to slump you, first you a junkie. I rock the stars to be humble. I told my baby girl she gon' have more in her head than just product and bundles. They say I'm rapping with hunger. I tell them hell no, I'm eating. If you book me for a show and I can't bring my wife and my babies, I'm leaving. Big Daddy energy speaking. I keep the enemy tweaking. I can go all on the track and they'll say I'm the hardest one breathing. I am a beacon for heathen. Me and my hood got cohesion. They told me give a little 30 inch. So they mess it when they know what's next. If you black, we'll sing. That's my side. Throw it up and I'ma put it down until this whole fly. If you black, we'll sing. That's my side. Throw it up and I'ma put it down until
I'm extra petite, but the hood call me fat. Buy on me like Shadrach and Meshach. I keep peace for the scrap. Throw up the waist, but let's just keep it a stack. I was raised in Grand Rapids, my pops was inactive, my mama was forced to adapt. She held it down, that's it new. I'm black in America. Raised in the slums, came up from crumbs, now we cool with Erica. I'm talking Badu, I don't know why you don't recognize, but we ain't so give and go chill at the drive through school. I heard that's the only thing that I apply to. Gotta admit it, I ain't kidding, ain't it glorious? I feel like did it, Toby, Biggie, we notorious, But it's so much more to us, might get a Grammy, that's the floor to us. Got 2 kids, lifestyle warriors, don't need oracles, I ain't Morpheus, I am little young queen, mother, baby, what it do? If you breathe and don't care for your seed, what is you? Say it with me, this for all y'all who don't know. Be fat, but I ain't slow, no, put no down. What it do it grande? Knew I'd be his fiance when he was broke on Causeway, And he ain't even hit his speak like Dante. And I ain't kill. What that mean? So okay, never gonna die. If you black, we'll sing. That's my side. Throw it up and I'ma put it down until if you black, we'll sing. That's my side. Throw it up and I'ma put it down until stop playing.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not translating the lyrics of Boogie Oogie Oogie for bored Europeans, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Baseball Student Athlete of the Week award goes to Franklin Quaker pitcher Carson Burke.
Burke winds, pitch, swing, and a miss, and that will retire Brendan for Rainier Beach. So 1, 2, 3 for Franklin pitcher Carson Burke.
Carson Burke pitched a shutout, not allowing a single run in a dominating performance against the Rainier Beach Vikings. Congratulations to Carson Burke of the Franklin Quakers, this week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Baseball Student Athlete of the Week.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This is Brenda Charles Edwards, host of Seniors Matter. Join me every week to get information on activities and issues that impact the lives of older adults and their families. That's Seniors Matter every week on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic. I'll take coronavirus for 100. Fever, chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is stay at home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double. Should I take the coronavirus vaccine? Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
Yo, it's your boy Tri-State Jones coming from the DMV area. You now listening to Rainier Ave Radio Fresh Juice segment with the homies D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and Taylor Hart. Bang!
Look, I swear to God, I'm never swearing to God again. From my rainbow glockenspiel days, I was raised in a crazy La Famille. Underage, puffin' haze in a bando. Eyes glazed like a honey bun. Free lunch and a chocolate milk. Hard knock life, we adopted it. Then adapt, graduate with a doctorate. I'm the homonym, I'm a mom and them. She the matriarch, I'm a sovereign. Prophet, never profiting. Fantasize about days, I don't gotta swing a mop again. This ain't fresh to the cold, this led to gold. Who better should know? This Santiago in a Honda Cypher, trying to find my Fatima. And a blinded light, just gotta time it right. So when you watch the clock, it's on lean. When you watch the pot, it won't steam. Can't listen with your mouth, can't talk with your ears. I walk the lines in between. I need to breathe, I need a break. We passing green, we conversate. We kept the dream alive while awake. She's starting to make sense by the day. Hey, OD. You crazy. OT's by the world. Fago. Ain't by no commas, no. This shit for your common sense. Bandage on your confidence. Where we learn to take a punch. Trauma that we self-inflict. No, I've not been diagnosed. Maybe call it negligence. Mama trying to feed it clothes. Baby, I'm too sensitive.
Tropical fantasies. CNC, 2 quarters, 32 ounces. What I came out with. High fructose mountain with my steak in. We was raised in. The sun just don't be raising. No pops, we need help shaving. Grow savings and shine. Simultaneous is a way for us. If you want tears dried, I represent it. It's real nigga, that is. In they honor, I said it. 50 tapes and a sign of Senate. With my apostles, made it possible. Go present on my chubby wrist. Spent the advance on links. I'm bare chatting, let me talk my shit. Ruben can tell you when I ain't had shit. Name on and powers. We was down since Mr. High Tower. And we still are. Big love from the Czar. TSO be the squad. TSO be the squad. Big love from the Czar.
Labels of love. OD. You crazy. OT's by the world. Fago. Fago, baby. Making the move. OD. What they gave me. OT. My house is grown. Fago. My Fago, baby. This ain't by no commas, no. This shit for your common sense. Bandage on your confidence. Where we learn to take a punch. Trauma that we self-inflict. No, I've not been diagnosed. Maybe call it negligence. Mama trying to feed it clothes. Maybe I'm too sensitive.
Yeah, Rainier Avenue Radio Fresh Juice. You are listening live. That's a new one from Kip Stone, Fago Baby, off the Fago Baby EP coming out of Cleveland. New music right there, home of the Browns. And the Indians and the Cavaliers. Man, that is a sports town for you right there. All right. Anyway, I go by the name of D-Money, and our guy, Pint Size Patron.
Pint Size Patron back in the building. What's up, y'all?
He's here, man. We had a lockout incident just a second ago. And that's I guess that's a little bit on me. I usually leave the door unlocked for Patron, even though he arrives a little bit late. And he thought maybe there wasn't a show or something because I wasn't able to enter the door. And
are you asking? Or?
I don't know. Anyway,
over that one.
We got
new
him.
Topic.
We got him back. We back.
We here now. That's what matters.
That's exactly what matters. And it's good to have you, man. How's your week been?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How about yourself?
No, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I addressed earlier on with everyone listening in about how I attended that Free Palestine rally on Saturday. No, Sunday. It was on Sunday. Yeah, so that was dope. And well, I think it's time for us to bring in our first guest of the evening. So let's go ahead and do that. He's ready. He's waiting backstage. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to bring on our guy, Local Black. Hey, man, what's good?
What's good, man? How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I heard the new song, man. I love it, man. I love the feel, man. It kind of has that like 90s hip hop feel, but it doesn't sound dated. But it gives me like that Mob Deep, you know what I'm saying? Vibe a little bit.
Yeah. You know, Tone Spliff, he definitely set the vibe on that one right there.
Yeah, definitely. And working together with Afro, man, he's a real underrated MC, man.
Yeah, I was when we were shooting the video, I was just talking to him, like letting him know how much people are waiting for that album to come, you know. So when they hear it, though, they're gonna know why they stuck around for so long. You feel me? But definitely, he's one of those dudes that's gonna be topping this.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. So tell me about the album, man. Mass Assailants, man. That's got a real imagery feel to it.
Yeah, Mass Assailants, man. Me and Tone, we met a couple years back in in K-Town where we used to stay at, and we just had this idea of putting a project together. But at the time we were both working on different things. So then, I finished this last joint. It was called Inside Voices Please. And I'm like, hey, let's come in and let's put something together, just like, out of nowhere, just catch people off guard. And I hit him with, what about Mask Assailants, and that's how that came to be. And he laced me with the production. And as I started writing it, it started to fill itself out. And now we just had like this whole theme behind it. And boom, we're here now. Yep.
Hell yeah. And it's out, right? Or is it coming out?
No, it's actually out. It released about last week. Yeah, last Friday we dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song on it?
The intro for sure. Whole crew can get lit. Yeah, that's my joint right there, man. Whole crew can get lit. That's the one for me.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to check the whole thing out yet?
I haven't been able to check out the whole project. Obviously, just a couple of hours ago, we added your song to the show tonight. So my apologies on that.
Yeah. No worries at all, man. Because it kind of came out of nowhere anyway. So we're slowly expecting people to like start catching on to it as the week go by.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to take a couple of seconds here to read this this thing that you have written on your website, man, because it's so poignant. Los Angeles grown for the people, by the people, impacted by my surroundings, and found the middle ground. I share life experiences and selfless interpretations. If women spawn from man's rib and son from the womb, then you is I, and I is you. Your love is my love, and your pain is my pain. I'll bear the trial so that you can learn from my error. Ooh, that's deep as hell.
That's well thought out.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, so ultimately, for the most part, my favorite part of that whole thing is just the last line, you know, I'll bear, you know, the trial so you learn from my error. And that just goes back to me writing everything that I've encountered through life and, you know, putting it all on paper. As they say, you know, right my wrong so I can make it right, you know, and I put that on display for you so you see what I've gone through and you don't got to make the same mistakes, or it don't even have to be, you know, mistake-wise. You just learn from what I just said, and therefore you don't have to go the hard way, you know?
For sure, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's always an interesting conversation to have with artists on how much they feel the responsibility to teach people with their rhymes rather than entertain.
Yeah, I think personally, it's a balance, you know, but there's always that part. It's just in my nature, you know, to want to, you know, provide like a learning moment, you know, that's just within me. But I also know you don't want to be too preachy, put that on people too much. So it's always this fine balance of how can I entertain and then there still be like an underlying message in what I just said, you know?
For sure.
No, we get that for sure. Granted, I only heard the one song, but your word choice is something to be noted for sure.
Appreciate that.
And by the way, that's actually coming from a fellow MC, Pint Size Patron. Has his album, as you can see right there, right on the microphone, but also an acclaimed battle rapper. So he knows him too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I said, man, I love the new joint, man. It came out of nowhere, like you said. Like I played it, and I was like, okay, something. You know, my biggest part of being part of this Rainier Avenue Radio show was to hear new music that I'm not gonna get like spoon fed from a big media company. We're just gonna hear something that's, you know, underground hip hop, and then catch it on the rise. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, man, and it's, you know, it's a great thing too what you guys got going on for sure, because I didn't expect it at the very least. So I know I can imagine other artists in the same position, just like, what? You know, a quick tweet and then you get an email and it's like, hey, come join us, you know? And I'm like, hey, you know, so that's cool that you guys keep your ears, you know, to the streets, you know, versus these big corps and just media outlets that pump you all that, you know, watered down, saturated, you know. No disrespect, it's all great anyway, but you know, it's something way deeper than that, you know.
But so local black, and my first thought was, were you local?
Los Angeles.
Right.
He's local in LA.
Local in LA. You know.
Is that a union reference?
The local?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, local is just one of those things where no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna sort of gravitate to my surroundings, whatever is around me, you know. So that's where you get the local from. And it's just like anywhere. I can be in any place on this earth, you know. If I'm there, I'm local to that area. So it's local black, and black is infinite. That's how we got that, local black.
That's beautiful, yeah.
We have a group we're playing later known as the Knowmads.
Yeah.
The Knowmads. Yeah, I checked that out in the header.
Yeah.
Just know that I'm not mad.
He's good for those.
You got that one off. I hear you.
I thought I was the battle rapper.
I don't know why that joke always comes to mind, because I'm thinking about that famous Busy Bone interview where he did that interview in H-Town, and And it's just one of the wildest interviews that anyone has ever heard, where he's talking about praise the Alpha and the Omega and all that kind of. He goes into just different voices and all that kind of stuff. And then at one point, he's asked if he's a nomad. He's like, "No, I'm not mad," so something like that. So every time I hear that, it's just that always comes up in my mind right there.
That's what's up. Busy Bone's one of my brother's favorite rappers.
Yes.
Yeah, he gets down.
So speaking of, who are some of your favorite rappers?
That's a tough one.
Okay.
Of course, I gotta kick it off with Notorious B.I.G. That's initially what I just listened to for the heck of it, 24/7. And then
what? Now that you mentioned it, man, I could hear a little bit of it in your flow.
Ooh,
obviously not too much. Like I would have never think that until you said it, for sure.
Yeah, I hear you, man, for sure. Though, because I'm West Coast, and
right.
People so surprised that a lot of my selections are East Coast cats, or just within that whole realm.
I was birthed in like that. I'm here in Washington State. You know what I'm saying, Northwest, but I've always had a heart for East Coast hip hop.
Yeah, it's just something about it that's just piercing to me, Like West Coast always gonna have that, that bop. You can always groove out to it, no matter what area you put on. But
right,
it's just that East Coast, man. They be spitting. That's all I really say. You feel me?
No, I hear you.
Yeah, but
what?
Moving from there, though, I would definitely say my biggest inspiration to just start rapping was Blue, from Blue in Exile. So that was probably one of my biggest ones. And that's when I started writing, just developing the craft. And from there.
And that's not long ago. It's not too long ago either.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
And that's what kind of what you got you started rapping?
Yeah, that's what got me into it for the most part,
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man? I can explains a lot because, like I said, you have like a '90s hip hop feel, but it doesn't sound dated. Because the '90s hip hop is like the Notorious B.I.G. and like Blue, he's somewhat of a more recent artist.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, and it's true to your brand for sure.
Right, definitely. And speaking of Notorious B.I.G., earlier today, when I was just going through trying to find music for tonight's show, there was a submission in my inbox of someone performing a symphony to Big Papa. It was amazing, dude.
Was it the saxophone?
It was a symphony, man. We're talking about all the instruments. You had a conductor. You had people singing the lyrics. It was just like, whoa, taking hip hop to a whole nother level.
Hey, one day you're gonna see all of us out there.
Yes,
real talk.
But when it does come to instruments, local black man, what live instruments do you think would sound great in a set of yours?
Definitely the bass.
Good, of course.
Yeah. The bass, the trumpet somewhere in the mix.
Ooh.
Let's see what else. Got to get a little bit of harmonica in there.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah, and we can end it. We can top it off with maybe a flute or a clarinet somewhere in the mix to really mix things up.
Hey, definitely. Just like last week's guest, John William Flautis, man, an acclaimed flutist that dabbles in hip hop, man. Good stuff. The collaboration.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be some hot right there.
Yes. All right, now, so we're about to play Schemes, which we like both. Patron definitely liking the lyricism. So before we set this up, man, tell me about creating Schemes. What was going on in your head and in your life when you wrote it?
Man, honestly, what can I say? I think I was just finishing up this track called Crown, where I was telling a story of sort of like a drug dealer who then, you know, made a bunch of bank, but at the end of the day had to, you know, as collateral, lost his son. And that kept me on the whole path of just talking about money. And I've been a big advocate for Bobby Shmurda, you know, like I was that dude, like, free Bobby Shmurda, free Bobby Shmurda. So just, you know, messing around with this beat, I'm like, you know, shoot him up, do the shmoney dance. And it just kept going from there. And then once Tone heard the lyrics and everything that I was putting behind it, he added the scratching and the cuts with the different vocals, and it blended well.
Hell yeah. Well, let's give it a run here. Well, and before we do, I guess, where can people learn more about Local Black?
Local Black across all platforms. That's LOCALBLAC. Instagram, Twitter. You know, you can search me up on Spotify, Apple Music. My website, www.localblack.com. That's LOCALBLAC. Reach out, man. I'm an open book. I love talking it up, chatting. So, you know, reach out.
Hell yeah. So let's play it real quick right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice. Later on in the program, we're going to have the Knowmads coming through, also Heretic of Olympia. But keep it right here for a Local Black, Schemes featuring Afro and production by Tom Spliff.
I shoot it up and do the shmoney dance. Pants caught around the ankle, picked up for 100 bands. Contraband get exposed when exchanging hands. Niggas got up 6'9" up in the promised land. Inside I swam, found Geneva out in Switzerland. Swedish fish, Swiss cheese, Rocky escaped the sentencing. Mind of a menacing, South Central and Ritalin. Psycho billing, free my time, reprising solo genesis. Designer fits, rewind, that art's indigenous. Tenement yard and all with John's images. Seen a few claws, cap in the silhouette. We break a few laws and get off like George Zimmerman. Chop up the venison, headlight for the triggerman. Bust red pipes, the sight of God is entering. I need 2 mics, the thought of y'all is sickening. I see through hypes, her jaws ain't worth the Instagram.
In many ways, I have a few schemes. They shadow model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, man? What's the real plan? Counting up money, we ain't never sleep. In many ways, I have a few schemes. They shadow model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, man? What's the real plan? Counting up money, we ain't never sleep.
Y'all done puffed up now, scuffed uptown, rough and tough and brush this style. Representing for the ancestors, spirits of Tulsa, spitting vulgar, spitting explosive with corruption and throwing blows until your body sees it with convulsion. When I stuff the man, bubbled up blood, flood and erosion with an upper jab. Send my love to his fam. I'll pay for the funeral stuck in the sand. Despise me, the feeling is mutual. I dead him and leave him all decomposing faces. Key to code and he can commode and either know on a need to know basis. The church sing the violin. The word speak inspires him. Dirt deep, I pile them in. Nerd speech, Goliath with pen. Scheme rhymes with rhyme schemes. Me and mines with evil eyes, illegal nines and crime sprees. Me oh my, so relaxed, black soul, hold the fist and the hook out. Local Black, Afro, Tone Spliff on the lookout.
Schemes. In many ways, I have a few schemes. They shadow model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, fam? What's the real plan? Counting up money, we ain't never sleep. In many ways, I have a few schemes. They shadow model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, fam? What's the real plan? Enough smoking money, we ain't never sleep.
Yeah. Caught a rush from the stainless. Stay dope and stay broke. Still the streets stay dangerous. Hit the weed with the moat. See my growth been hydrated. Keep the keys in the boat. DJ Khaled for you basics. That's no malice to the Haitians. Apex, get eclipse, drumline like Nick Neighbors. 6 side, 6 city with cannons on tip agents. If you get to pulling my line, on God construct a facelift. I be the bully, Beretta, braid up your fake dreads. Commissary eating, he sleeping, take all your loaf of bread. Burn it down and build it back up. Kings by your show ahead, you pose a cut, I crumble it up. Dia de muertos. I played the pimp and see it fortune, though. It's cold on that road, lambskin for the unwanted. I shoot it up and do the shmoney dance. Pants caught around the ankles, lobster for 100 bands.
In many ways to have a few skills. They should not know model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, fam? What's the real plan? Counting enough money, we ain't never participates in many ways to have a few skills. They should not know model citizens that ain't squeaky clean. What's the deal, fam? What's the real plan? Counting up this money, we ain't never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, tuned in live, local black schemes featuring Afro, production by Tone Spliff.
That was heavy.
Man, I agree with Patron, man. Lyricism, high praise there.
Good looks, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, tell me about wearing those presidential masks, though. I don't even know where they sell those at.
We looked up and we got them on Google. Or Amazon, I should say. Yeah, man.
I mean,
but
oh yeah, go ahead.
Nah, you good. Go for it.
I mean, you see it sometimes in other people's videos, and it's just like it's not something you ever really see someone wearing in real life, other than maybe on Halloween or something. But it's always funny when I see people wearing these presidential masks. Like, you're either trying to make a political statement or you're just acting a fool.
Yeah. One or the other.
They said Macklemore used to perform with the president masks.
I believe that. He'd be acting a fool.
Matter of fact, we got Heretic. Heretic, who we're gonna have on the show later.
Yeah,
he used to open. I think he used to open for Macklemore, and he'll tell you. We'll ask him when he's on.
We will definitely have to ask him. Thank you, Patron. Thank you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Told me.
Oh my God. All right. So switching subjects as we are live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice, 9:53 p.m. Let's give some more shout outs to people tuning in. Let's see. Karen Sam, Kelly Sasticum, and more people also. We appreciate you for tuning in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, the Rainier Avenue Radio app, and the website, rainierradio.world. Appreciate you all for that, man.
What up? Appreciate you, Kels, for tuning in.
Yeah, definitely. So
she works heavily with pharmacies as well.
Oh, with Heretic? Okay,
yeah.
okay. This show's starting to come together, yo, as we go. But also in the news recently, man, Nicki Minaj dropped a new song. But we can't play it, obviously, because of, it's mainstream. We'll get our video taken down. But afterwards, she commented on her Twitter, which was kind of interesting for her to admit this. But she admitted, and I'll show it real quick right there, that she got washed on the track by Drake and Wayne. Admitting that on a tweet like that is just, I found that really interesting. For a rapper to admit that they got washed on their own track like that.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, whoever set that record up and had Wayne go before, I believe Wayne went before her, and
yeah, he went
Drake
first.
Followed after her. Yeah. I mean, you look at it, that's a nice little sandwich right there. I mean, that's the best I could put it, but all of them, they stood their own ground. Nicki's going to do Nicki. Drake is gonna come be Drake, and Lil Wayne, he's just gonna set it on fire anytime. That's a given. To admit that, hey, it's cool. Everybody was saying it anyway, but I mean, not like not in a way to be too funny with it, but people are gonna have their opinions anyway. But as an artist, that's who she was under. She still recognizes that anyway, so it's cool. Hey, nothing to it.
What do you think about that, Patron? Obviously, as an MC yourself, not admitting whether you've been washed on a track by someone featured on it before, but saying, would you be willing to admit that?
And personally, I don't think I ever would.
Okay,
because I would have to, obviously, what I said would be coming from me personally, and how it in that moment in my life, that's what's coming out. So I would feel different about it compared to what somebody else said about their life. Obviously, I'm not in their shoes, but big up to her for being able to big them up instead of herself in that moment. And on top of that, Lil Wayne and Drake are not the worst people to lose to in a song, or in competing for verses, best verse on a song. Those are probably two of the best.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, local Black? Is that something you would ever admit?
No, I don't think so. I mean, not
Right,
the admit, it's because it's not gonna happen.
It's just not gonna happen,
But back to what Patron said is, what I'm writing in that moment, I meant that, and so that's there and that stands. It's gonna always stand, no matter how the next person came, because that's what they were in, that's what they were on. They wrote that. Cool, I wrote this, and I know this is solid. That's why I laid it down. So can't say I'll get washed,
For sure, man. All right, well, we're about to go on a short little station break real quick right here. When we come back, we got them on deck. We got the Knowmads on deck here, and looks like we got them both here. So we were expecting just one, but yeah, definitely getting both. So when we come back from the breaks, we got the Knowmads here, man, and then Local Black. If you want to stay around and hang with us as well, you're welcome to do that as well. So keep it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio's Fresh Juice, hosted by myself, D-Money
Pint Size Patron,
and ID yourself, who is not here with us tonight, but
feel better, bro.
Yes.
Get well soon.
Definitely, man. Definitely. All right, so let's keep it right here, live until 11.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.radio.world.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station.
This is Cindy Gray, the host of Heartbeat Radio.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time.
This is Paul Schneider today on the 73rd edition.
Hey, y'all, welcome to Travelers Guide to Venus and Mars and Princess Robin. I'm Richard Fairy Godmothers. You guys know me.
Your home for information about the impact of the coronavirus.
Amongst many things that difficult about this virus is that it prevents people from gathering. So
they're really heartbreaking stories of people who have.
There isn't anyone that isn't impacted. Shutting our schools down, including all athletic programs.
Your first-hand accounts.
The idea took the test, and I found out that I was positive.
A lot of people who know me, I'm still the first person they know.
But it was almost like you were patient zero for South Seattle. Your stories of community coming together.
Partner very heavily with Tacoma Urban League, who is doing some amazing work in response.
We're doing things for small businesses. We're giving out loans to small businesses.
And so I think it's very important that we have leaders who feel protected.
I mean, I cannot tell you we're calling 20, 30, 40 minutes.
This crisis in our community, we've been working to address it.
Rainier Avenue Radio, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
DJ Dirty John.
Karen Z with Rainier Avenue Radio.
Hey, this is Sergio Cool.
RainierAvenueRadio.world.
RainierAvenueRadio.world. We got you covered. Local impact, global press.
We broadcast. Welcome to RainierAvenueRadio.world and our weekly coverage of the impact of the communities. Continuation of our series. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us again here. And then again, now we are aware of the fact that we are and more folks listening to that.
It's May, and we will be celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month all month long here at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Stay tuned to the special programs highlighting, celebrating, and honoring the contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Please check us out at www.rainieravenueradio.world.
Yo, what up? It's the homie Dre's, South End Central District Connect, and you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice with the homies D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and Taylor Hart. Keep it locked.
She don't wanna play games, no lies, no more heartbreaks. She want a real one, not that lame. I'm the type who gon' ease her pain. She don't wanna let go. We know the vibes, we don't gotta move slow. She got a man, I know. I told her it's okay, we can keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else feel know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else feel know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else feel know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else feel know. I know you want come see me. Netflix and chill, watch TV. You don't give it up that easy. You a bad girl like Riri. I really wanna know how to turn you on and get control. Just me and you alone. Anything we do, we can keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. She don't wanna play games, no lies, no more heartbreaks. She want a real one, not that lame. I'm the type who gon' ease her pain. She don't wanna let go. We know the vibes, we don't gotta move slow. She got a man, I know. I told her it's okay, we can keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know. Keep it on the low. On the low, nobody else will know.
That's that freshness right there. Lindo on the low. Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. Myself, D-Money.
Pint Size Patron.
ID yourself. And it is 10:03 p.m. We're halfway through the program, and we're bringing on our second guests in two of them. They comprise the duo of the Knowmads.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have our fake audience there just for you guys.
Keep it on the low.
Yeah, we keep it real on the low, man. Real space bar around here. Oh my god.
You have to watch the curse words.
No, try to. I mean, even though we are after 10, we can relax the rules a little bit, but let's not push it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Say it if you mean it, I guess.
If you really mean it. Keep it on the low, guys. Just keep it on the low.
Keep it on the low.
Keep it on the low.
Yeah, that was pretty hot.
Oh, man. Speaking of hotness, man, the album, it's dropping in 2 days. Into the Sunset.
2 days, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations, y'all.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of work going into finishing the project.
Yeah. Well, last time we talked, we were like just starting to really get into it. Like we had dropped Drive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We dropped that. Yeah. So yeah, everything came full circle, and now we got a polished product ready to show everybody. Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
What would you say is your favorite song off the project?
Yes.
I probably would say it's a tough one because I think Hold On and Pop Culture, 2 songs that we already released, are probably like the best. But my favorite low key is probably this one called Madonna. Look for that one. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. What about you, Pep?
Yeah. What about you, Pep?
I mean, yeah, like favorites change. You know, it kind of depends on like what mood you're in. I wouldn't say that there's one that stands out above all the others to me personally. But I think that's like, you know, when you're trying to make a record where like every track feels essential, then it's like they should all be hits, you know, like when you look at a classic record and you're like, well, what's your favorite on Reasonable Doubt, or what's your favorite on Ready to Die? It's like, well, all of them, they're all hot. Or like Common with B I mean, I had a favorite on that record. You
still got a favorite. I mean, come on.
It's funny. I thought you were gonna say Heat. So I mean, there's a couple in terms of if you're looking for bars, like rap bars, that's what you want. This one Madonna and this other one Heat. Those are like sort of the Jadakiss style bars. But there's a lot of records on the project that are unlike anything we've done before, and so I'm just happy that we did these new styles well. Because like a big thing with this record is like I've watched a lot of artists over the years try to recreate themselves or do something new. One of the people who did that the best was like Childish Gambino when he made that record. Redbone. Redbone. I mean, the whole album was
crazy.
Like that. Yeah, that was like a real strong
move.
And yeah, I mean, a part of it has to do with production. Like that's what I was gonna say too. Is like when you have a producer who's like creating this other like sound, and then you're able to use your voice to match that sound, then you can like recreate yourself in a way that really works. Other artists who did that, Mac Miller, rest in peace, he did that with his Circles project. And then I mean, there's a lot, and even in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar did that on the Damn record. You know what I mean? Like you could still use rap, but you also are using it in a new way. And then there's also like more of like the true school approach where you just try to like do the same, like what people love your original sound. You try and do that and do it justice to like your, classic record. Right. But when you go like a little bit different from what you've done before, like that's why I really think about that Common B record. Cause like he had a lot of albums out that were already like, they were solid. They were a little bit, not as polished as B. When Kanye came in and did B, it's like it felt a little bit more polished. The tone was a little different. The way he did the hooks was a little different, and probably big part due to Kanye. But like that's what happened with us on this record. Is like our producer, he Peter Lee Johnson. He was the one who he made soundscapes for us to do something new with, and we discussed that with him before. It wasn't like he was just making random beats. We were like, yeah, we want to do one like this with this type of tempo so we can land this part on it. And then we want to have a breakdown here that has more of like a trap sound so we could do this. But it wasn't like, let's just go, bars, the hard hook. It was like, let's try and make this record that hits in this way, this record that hits in this way. And I'm pretty happy with every track on the album. Yeah, I mean, the Hold On record, that's one for us that like, just production wise and like doing a song that's like an electronic song that I actually want to listen to. Like we've made songs in like other genres that I don't want to listen to. I think a lot of people try that. They'll like experiment with something, but it's just a trash version of something tight. But there was like another dude, Vince State, or no, what's it, Vince? What's that guy's name?
Is it Staples?
Nah, it's not Vince Staples. It was another dude. He
Vic Mensa?
Yeah, Vic Mensa, Patron,
yeah,
Patron for the win right there. I was like,
yes, Patron.
Yeah, Vic Mensa when he made that track. Do you know the name of the song I'm talking about?
Is it recent?
Nah, it's like the one he came out. He had this like disco. He had this like disco vibe, this dance vibe.
I know what you're talking about. What's the name of that song?
I remember the video. I think it was like orange something, or it was a color or something.
Vic Mensa, Down on My Luck. Down on My Luck.
Okay.
Oh,
he like did this style that like, it's not perhaps his main style or whatever, but he did it justice. He did it well.
But he's experimental. Like he goes into his rock and roll bag.
He is. That's true.
So again, you could go experimental, but you could go experimental and be worse. Like you could like Lil Wayne's rock album, worse. Like some people make an album. It's just worse. Like, we've definitely, tried that at times too. Like, oh, this is worse. But if you make something that's like, oh, I haven't done this before, and actually I did this in a way I liked it, then it's a huge win because not only are you creating something new, like that's why, even J. Cole with like Middle Child or something, it's like he had a new approach and it worked. And like, it's rare, I mean, obviously Drake's one of those artists who's done that like 100 times. I think is big in part to like, what people are helping to craft the sound with him. But he's like, all right, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to, do this Hotline Bling one, or I'm going to do this one that's like more of like a, you know, like a, what do they call it? Like a drill sound, or I'm gonna do this one that's more of like a Jamaican sound, and he does it justice and it works, and you're like, ah, man, it's another hit. So like for us, that's something we try to do, is like, if we can do something we haven't done before, because we already made a record. We made this record called Rain on Your Parade. That's basically like our bread and butter. It's just, you know, that's produced by Jester from Seattle, and it's like really our, you know, it's like Tribe Called Quest influence, like, you know, real like just the stuff that made us want to rap in the first place. But these days it's like there's people making music that makes us want to make music, not just rap, but like make music that has like, you know, a build to it, certain feels to it. It's not just, I used to think like the best track, it would just be like, where's the hottest 16? So the hottest 16s on the album are probably on Madonna and Heat, but those aren't the best songs.
Do you have a song that was like further left field than the rest, that you felt like you really
They're all pretty
outside the box? They're all
they're all pretty outside the box. The whole project is, honestly, like, that's, which I think fueled the next, like each song. When we took that approach, it kind of just fueled, like, as opposed to having like your classic hip hop album with like, oh, then there's that one song where they did it like that. The whole album is just kind of like in that lane. I feel like
I think there's two for me that stand out more than the others, which is probably Hold On, because that one's like, I have maybe 12 bars, Wilson has 8. It's built like a dance track. There's like huge stretches of it where we're not rapping over it, and that's something rare for us, because usually we're just like all over every second of the track. but it's not to say that one is better or worse. It's just like, when is it right? When does it work? So Hold On is one. And then there's this other one called Even If I Tried. And the reason why I'd say that one's like the most left field is because the appeal of it, it almost has like an alternative rock, pop rock kind of influence. And part of what we did vocally, like, you know, there's this song, interestingly enough, I think like a lot of the production for Doja Cat is super inspiring. I just think the way that, like, I don't know, it's not like her verses are that crazy, but the songs are just like, you get stuck with them. So she had this song called Bottom Bish, and it's like this like pop rock kind of weird track that's influenced, and I was like, this is cool. Like,
and she experiments too, I mean, with the cow song. So I mean,
the cow song to me is like gimmick and it's cool, but I feel like
that was her left field. Like, let's see what this does.
And it hit in a lot of ways. It hit.
And then after that, she came with pop. She came with slaps after that.
Yeah, exactly. She got your attention, and then she came with the real, you know. So
she had this one, Bottom Bish. I swear, it's like, I didn't even like. I was like, in my head, I was gearing up not to like her, because I'm like, Nas doesn't like her, so I don't like her. But
ultra black, not like Doja Cat.
I was blasting.
Exactly.
King's Disease today on the way here. So, and again, shout out to winning that Grammy. And I don't see why people say, like, people were like, oh, he got that Grammy for past albums. That album is solid. I definitely see why he got a Grammy for that album.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on like what you're trying to do with music. Like, Nas, the first concert I ever went to, I saw Nas at Bumbershoot. I was 12. I was like, damn, this guy's got like 40 songs that I like. I didn't even know. I remember going on LimeWire the next day. I was like, got yourself a gun, makes you look. I was like, one mic, like stuff he said. I was like, the world. I think he said the world is yours. Life's, you know, like all of them. And you know, there's different ways to like keep your career, you know, like do your bread and butter, or like do something different. And when people come out, like it depends. Like, there's not a lot of artists of this like new wave, this new style that like really grip me, but there's some occasionally that's like kind of undeniable. Like, I think, and the interesting thing for me is like, there are artists that like I would be like the first to hate on and be like, nah, but they're like not this or not that. And I think sometimes it's like, because those artists are doing something that makes them like stand out a little bit, like the front runners. Like I used to get mad at Drake, like Post Malone, but I think Post Malone, I'm like, he's got some cuts, like he's doing something different and he's doing it well. If he wasn't, like, people wouldn't acknowledge it. And even Doja Cat, I'm like, Doja Cat, yeah, clearly I don't really know her politics. I don't really know her as a person. I don't know, like, I definitely am not saying like I stand by her as a person. I have no idea, but I know that her production and the way that some of the tracks are being made is hot. Like to me, it is, and I don't know. So like I guess that's probably just a left field opinion off the bat, especially from like somebody who's just always been like schooled in boom bap style. But I feel like to appreciate music, you gotta like stretch yourself a little bit, and not uncomfortably, but just in a way where you're not like
you're
so
open.
tied. Yeah, where you're open. Because I spent a lot of time just being like, nah, but like they're not as good as Crooked Eye, or like they're not as good. And it's true. It's like they're not as good a rapper, but are they as good at making a song? Are they as good at making like something that holds like a story or holds a feeling in it? Which to me is a like, if you don't do that in rap, then you're just a good rapper. Like you're not a good song maker. Like Kendrick, here's a perfect example. Kendrick Lamar to me, compared to Jay Electronica. Jay Electronica is like the best rapper, period, to me. He's the best rapper, but Kendrick Lamar makes better songs. So like,
I was gonna say, all right, and this is kind of a hot take of mine that I'm kind of polishing, but I might say Kendrick Lamar might be lyrically the worst rapper on TDE. Or not TDE and Black Hippie.
The worst.
That is a hot take.
As far as I mean,
I don't know, man.
Hey, you heard it here first.
As far as like singing bars go,
as far as bars,
I think he makes the best music by far.
Yeah.
Well, Schoolboy Q is pretty much right there with him, actually. But I mean, and last J-Rock might be the best like bar for bar rapper on there.
J-Rock says stuff that like is just sometimes it's so simple, yet it's like the heart. It's just like I don't know. Yeah, J-Rock got a style that is just definitely up there as far as what I actually listen to and like,
I mean,
but I think
both.
No, go ahead.
I was trying to think who are all the Black Hippie artists.
It's Absol,
those four.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
Absol, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick, and J-Rock.
Yeah, Absol got some bars too, man.
Absol's bar heavy. Absol's bar heavy.
I mean, yeah, he used to be even more so. I mean, I know he still is now, but I feel like Absol used to like Absol used to shine more than all three of them.
Yeah, I think at some point all of them had their turn in the spotlight on the real.
Yeah.
I feel like Absol has had the least success though as far as albums go.
Absolutely.
I mean,
he's overshadowed.
I mean, here's the thing about Absol. Like,
he's not as marketable.
Nah, man. Nah, I'm not gonna blame it on external forces because he's on. I used to be like, because I remember when like right when Good Kid, Mad City, and you've got like this whole label, and it's like, oh man, like who's gonna come harder on this or that? Absol was my personal favorite. I remember hearing that song, like Empathy and a Rebellion, like Control System. Like I was just like, what he could do vocally was a little bit more interesting to me than like he had the bars, he had the like switch up to a different voice. He had what, for lack of a better word, like he had soul in the way he was approaching the tracks. You were like, wow, this is somebody who's really like, bringing something out. It's not just words. It's like there's a whole feeling here. And so he was the biggest disappointment to me because he was my favorite. I was like, I'm expecting him to be my favorite new artist. And it's weird to have expectations of an artist. It's like everybody's doing them. But it's true.
Same thing as far as Absol goes. I was like, and plus he was a battle rapper himself. He had a battle with Daylight.
So sometimes I wonder, I'm like, okay, so a big part of it is production.
Absol did?
Yeah. Absol
Really?
had a battle with Daylight. So I think it's on one of his albums or one of his projects.
Wild.
You mean like a grind time, like KOTD, like that sort of like actual
it was audio only. But it was a battle. I think they bet money too. I don't remember.
Damn, that's kind of hot. I
remember hearing that. Yeah, it was.
I don't even know about that.
Check it out.
An outro. Yeah, it was an outro.
And I think Absol won. I don't know if you follow Daylight too much, but yeah.
I mean, I've used to follow like every single battle like to a T, but I didn't even know that battle exists.
Yeah.
Damn, I'll have to check that out. Okay. Yeah, I know Daylight. I mean,
Wilson, your camera over there is it looks like VHS quality.
No, you look like you on security camera.
Well, what that is a green screen. So
I'm on my homies. Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I was talking about you.
Oh, we were talking
Bro.
about us. We were talking about Wilson.
I'm on my homie's laptop. It's a HP. That's what you get.
Okay. you look a little pixelated. You're a little pixelated.
Yeah, I got you. I'll do what I can. I'm gonna call tech support, see what they can do.
Nah, this is funny, man.
I like your guys' dynamic with each other. You know, you guys have been working together for forever, and you got all these inside jokes. At one point, you guys were during this interview, you were even finishing each other's sentences there for a second. It's just like it's amazing how when you work with someone for so long, you almost become one. You know.
No, that's true. That's cool. I was like, damn, he's right.
Now, to be real, like I remember people telling me about like a band, if it sticks together for like 7 years, then you'll probably make it through the long haul. But usually, like when you got, especially rappers, you know, egos are going to get involved, and they're going to be like the death of the crew, or you just, you know, like you don't, like I can't even think of a group. Actually, the one that's the funniest to me is Outkast, like because they were so solid for so long, and you like watch how they're like very different, and Big Boy stays like super solid, and Andre's like, I mean, the craziest thing, they made two records, right? Their own records, Love Below, Speaker Box, and it's like incredible. But I don't know if they ever really like broke up, but I always think of that what do you call it, the Key and Peele, the Outkast one. You guys seen that?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Sometimes I swear that's how it feels with me and Wilson, because I'll be doing like the most extra. I'm like, yo, listen to you. I'm definitely Andre. I'm like the flower. Yeah, I got like a.
You're Andre, and then Wilson is Big Boy.
Oh yeah,
I'll be like,
I'm gonna hold it down. Pep's gonna lose his mind for sure. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say Andre loses his mind. He just, you know what I mean? He's just more into crystals and like trying new stuff. Like that's what I'm into.
Well, when it came to those Big Boy solo projects, you could see that Big Boy kind of loses his mind as well, and it's kind of he
Big Boy is dope.
He was probably the anchor of the two, but he was also the reason they were able to sail out. As far as
that's true.
I watched some documentary about them coming together, and like. And it's bigger than just them two, because you have the whole Dungeon family. Right. But like to really stick it out for a long period of time, it's like it's pretty rare, because I've seen a lot of groups, whether local or, you know, big, like you just over time, you know, things fall apart. You know, the Roots, they're together. That's a solid one.
Yeah.
Tribe, De La Soul, I saw them. They're solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tribe split up.
I think for a
moment, yeah.
I mean, yeah, come on. You know, remember they like hated each other.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Is that true though? I mean, I think of the Fugees. I just think I'm trying to think of like. I mean, there are some crews that stick together, but especially when it's just two artists, you know, it's like that dynamic really has got to work, because like, yeah. Wilson and I, we started working together when we were 15. So, yeah, and like we've stayed different people from one another. Like we're not like, I don't know. It's just interesting. Like we're super close friends at this point, and like he's like a brother to me. But definitely, it's not like we're like of the same. Like it's almost like similar to Outkast in that way, where you're like
we're actually
one pretty different. The other's energy. Yeah, we're super different.
I was gonna say, you guys have the same. Since you guys have the same name, do you guys call each other by the last name?
Well, they have been.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Like if we're in a disagreement, I'll be like Tom. Nah, I honestly I don't think I've ever called.
Only when you disagree.
I don't think
I ever called.
Use the same name, like an angry parent.
Tom.
When the first names come out, you know it's a problem.
To be real, like, I mean, there was some dude at my high school who called me Pepe before Knowmads. Like, that was how I got the rap name. But once me and Wilson were hanging out together all the time, people never called us Tom. It wasn't like me calling him. It's like people just didn't call us Tom. He became Wilson. I became Pepe, because that was like, if you were around us, that's how you know, got my attention. And then from there, it's like Wilson became, you know, whatever, Will C or Willie or Wonka or whatever. I became Pep. Yeah, Will C.
Where did that come from, bro?
I just think how people call you Willie or call you like
yeah, Willie.
You sound like dude in I Love You Man when he was just trying to come up with a nickname for him.
Oh
yeah. Thanks, Broseth.
Hogan. Damn.
I need to watch that again. We'll see, yo.
Bodied.
Yeah,
I feel like Nicky.
Never.
We'll see. No, that would work. We'll see.
Like, oh, he's like, yo, is it gonna be hot? Like, we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, okay. All right. Flipped it.
We'll see. Oh my god.
Oh,
well,
God.
It's been dope chatting with you, Cats, man. We always love having you on the program, and
good time.
Huge congratulations for putting out the album this Friday, man.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it runs pretty well. I mean, it's hugely in part to our producer Peter Lee Johnson. Again, we started working with him 2009. You know, like he started producing for us. He played like a big role in River Runs Deep, Dead Man Walking, a lot of the stuff that like off of our Seattle record, and like so just to see him and his success, and then we're still working with him that much later. That's another relationship. Part of it, some of the times I'm like, I don't even know if, like, do you even like us, dude? Like, but he's still working with us. Like,
those are some of the best relationships, really.
Wait,
everybody's on their toes,
but he doesn't leave.
No, I mean, I think when it comes to like, there's two parts, like, because we've been, you know, doing stuff with a crew, and back in the day, Knowmads was a 3-part group. Like in high school, it was me, Jesse, and Wilson. It was the three rappers, and like you basically get dynamics between like who's gonna outshine who. It kind of reminded me of that Young Money talk you guys were having, but like the egos get involved, but when it's done right, you're just like trying to make the best song, you know, like it's not really about
it's friendly competition. You're trying to elevate, you know, the people you're working with. You want everybody to kind of keep resetting the bar, you know?
Yeah.
I always thought if you were trying to kill it and everybody approached it the same way, then you would all just kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, exactly. And for a long time, I mean, especially when I thought of like rap, like kind of just like it's competition, right? It's like just who's got the hottest verse all the time. That's who's got the hottest verse. And that is a part of it. But there's also rap music that's more than a competition. Like Jay Electronica is another example to me, and Kendrick Lamar as well. Like, I mean, some people got it confused and they think Kendrick like has the dopest bars. He doesn't. He's not like anywhere close to a lot of like bar rappers, but he's like making, you know, he's making really good songs. Same with Ab-Soul. And so if you have a group and your goal is just to make the best song, like I guess you could say Andre like outshine Big Boy on certain stuff, but it's really not even about that. It's like how
you never
how
noticed
good is
that.
I mean, the track you guys are going to play today, I don't know who outshine who in terms of verses, but I haven't even thought about that. Like for us, like in a while, it's been like, let's just make sure that everything holds up, you know, like, because if something's weak on your stuff, that people think that's weak on me. If something's weak on mine, that's weak on Wilson. So it's like that type of, you know, you're trying to win the game. You're not just trying to get the most points. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to win the game.
Accountability for sure. And I do want to add, you know, I'm looking forward to the next Kendrick album, man. I feel like we've been shitting on him for like a good 20 minutes now.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
look,
when you up there,
I gotta say something about him.
Get it?
Right.
Look, Kendrick is an example to me of one of those dudes. He's not just good. It's not like he just got in the league. He got like he's like 4 championships in.
Right.
And I respect that because I see somebody, because I'm a huge, like, I'm telling you, I go to the Ab-Soul show. I went to the Kendrick show in Small, and Kendrick outdid himself, then outdid himself. He set his own bar.
For sure.
And to me,
his albums are pieces of art that are just, they haven't been done by anybody else.
Timeless.
And I think that's why people call them classic, because it's rare that an album is a classic just off of like the bars. Like, yeah, okay, like the, you know, Lifestyles of Poor and Dangerous, that's classic. There's like, there are ones that have both, but like if you're able to kind of like, you know, get like a whole movie in an album, that's the goal. Like that's eternal, you know?
For sure.
Well, damn, guys, I wish we could talk more, but it's already 10:30. We are about to play your track from the album Out of This World. I guess before we play it, man, give us a little intro to this track on making it.
I mean, we were staying in the Palisades, which is like a little area right here in LA. It's kind of like, I mean, I'd love to live out there, but we just had an Airbnb out there, and there was like this bluff down the street where we wrote most of the project. It's like kind of like a viewpoint, you see the ocean and stuff. We wrote, this is probably what people would consider bread and butter. Like people who are gonna get salty about certain tracks on the album, this one I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it because of it's just like classic multi-syllable rhyming kind of stuff, which for us is cool, but it's not like it's nothing new. And the production
got good vibes.
Yeah, I mean,
it's good vibe.
Wilson, where'd you write your stuff? In Los Feliz, like we have a homie down here has a spot in Los Feliz. Like we kind of just sat with the whole record until it was finished being writing. The production. Oh, actually, there is one thing on the chorus. Like originally, I wrote the chorus for a female artist to sing it, and then I laid down. Yeah, I laid it down, and
you were like, "That's like we gotta." It sounds more just like or not organic, authentic. You know, just to have Pep. There's some choruses like Pep will do, and I'll be like, maybe we should figure something else out. But this was one where I was like, oh damn, we got to go with you because it sounds fucking, yeah, it sounds natural.
We did that on this record vocally, like, and again, part of like the having a good producer who can make your vocals fit and put like alien effect, whatever that makes it sound cool. But also, it's like, you know, like the Mac Miller circles and stuff. It's like people get all in their feelings about, I don't want to do this kind of stuff. I don't want to do this. But it's like, if you use your voice in a cool way and it works, it gets the feeling across you want it. It's like, yeah.
But
so,
yeah.
I mean, I think this one's hot.
Take a listen.
All right.
You know?
All right, let's give it a little listen, and thank you guys for coming through to the show.
Yeah.
You're all welcome on here.
Yeah, appreciate y'all taking the time.
D-Money, Patron, both you guys, thanks for having us on, man.
Yeah, for sure. If anybody heard about you for the first time, and I guess they're not really a fan of this show because we have you on so much. So, but if they did hear for about first time, where do they need to go?
Or they just missed a couple, you know?
No, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, you know.
I mean, just go to Spotify and search Knowmads, KNOWMADS. I mean, we got a lot of records on there. If you haven't heard our stuff before, you could just go through catalog, find something you like. I'm sure there's songs in there that you'll like. Even if you're like, nah, I hate these guys, you'll probably find a couple where you're like, this beat's pretty hot. It's kind of like Doja Cat. Yeah, I kind of like it.
All right, Out of This World, Knowmads. When we come back from the break, we got Heretic, the Heathen on deck from Olympia.
I'm on the road again, living at the motor inn, smoking, eating breakfast out in Texas, bumping Soldier Slim. Call them traffic cones, rolling like a bowling pin. Hold it in, big balloon out in Ho Chi Minh. Stay close to the beach, feel the ocean breeze. I've been blowing trees, posted out in Los Feliz. Rock the dopest fleece, copped it overseas. You got that bitch-ass look like you know police. There's the roadblock right outside the dope spot. Cause first we gotta verify you not a robot. I'm in the dirt like paleontologists. I came to Earth and the aliens followed us. Still I keep my bottom big, balling like I'm Roddy Rich. Some people know me, but I'd rather stay anonymous. You ever felt alone in a crowded place? Think I'm from outer state, but really I'm from outer space, baby.
I know that this world's an illusion. People tell me I should come down to earth, yeah. I don't wanna stay here stuck as a human. Love you, free me, take me out of this world. Say, I know that this world's an illusion. I could feel it when I walk in the sun, yeah. People tell me I should quit what I'm doing. Love, return me to the place we came from. My spaceship landed on the blue Pacific. Swear the air tastes better by the eucalyptus.
My Buddhist mistress keep my mood uplifted. I ain't perfect, you aren't either. Who are you to nitpick? I do my best to leave my stress and make the future different. Must confess I feel the best when I'm just cruising Venice. I ain't a rapper, I just talk cool. I make songs when I ain't got no one to talk to. Way I rock the instrumental, hit you in the temple. Only put my words on beats if they quintessential. I ain't invested in the spectacle. My perspective, something extraterrestrial. Life in the palm of your hands, you watch it through a screen. People tell me I should wake up, but I choose to dream. They say the world ain't really what it used to be, but I'm an old soul, so it ain't nothing new to me now. I know that this world's an illusion. People tell me I should come down to earth, yeah. I don't wanna stay here stuck as a human. Love you, free me, take me out of this world. Say, I know that this world's an illusion. I could feel it when I walk in the sun, yeah. People tell me I should quit what I'm doing. Love, return me to the place we came from.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Keen Own honors and supports elders and families by offering culturally Asian and linguistically appropriate healthcare services in a healthy living community. Originally established in 1985 as the nation's first bilingual Chinese American nursing home, Keen Own now provides a full continuum of care, including wellness and education programs, home care, assisted living apartments, rehabilitative services, and long-term care. For more information, please visit kinown.org. That's KINON.org. This has been a public service announcement from Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the cabinets from Big Poppy.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy.
Sergio LaCour's Love Lines.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince and Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Night Beat with Nasty Ness Rodriguez.
It's the beat of the Fox. K-Fox Night Beat.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba. The Underground Surround Sound Start Time with Paul Pearson.
Thanks for tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening sound sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the coronavirus pandemic.
I'll take coronavirus for 100.
Fever, chills,
What up?
use of breath, loss of taste or smell. What is staying home and isolate? Correct. Coronavirus for 200. Inability to stay awake, persistent pain or pressure in chest, trouble breathing. What is seek immediate help? Correct.
Coronavirus for 500.
Crippling and potentially dead infectious disease eliminated the United States with vaccination.
What is the polio vaccine?
Correct.
I'll take coronavirus for 700.
The Daily Double! Should I take the coronavirus vaccine?
Wait. Hold up. This is not a game. It's time for serious discussions. We have coronavirus vaccines, but not everyone is comfortable taking them. Here's the facts. Based on what has been proven about vaccines for other diseases, COVID-19 vaccine may help keep you from getting seriously ill, even if you do get the virus. Getting vaccinated also may protect people around, particularly those at greater risk for severe illness from COVID-19. We don't yet have all of the answers. Get informed, talk to your healthcare physician, and make the right decision for you. This is a message supported by the Washington State Department of Health.
What's good? It's KOTH, and you're now tuned in with Rainier Avenue Radio with Fresh Juice featuring D-Money, Pint Size Patron, and Taylor Hart.
So much to say, and yeah, no words explain this, yeah. I know my heart is blind, but you've been in my mind. No, I won't waste this vibe. Patient, I'll wait this ride out. I know the time will tell. The cards that we've been dealt, it feels like this one could be real. Yeah, I ain't pressing you cause this ain't something time could steal. appealing. Oh, I'll be here until our worlds collide. My heart stands still. One day I know I'll make you mine. Your energy, it gets me high. Make it hard not to fantasize. One day I know I'll make you mine. One day I'll make you mine. One day I'll make you mine. One day you never touch me, but I can feel you steady. 1,000 miles won't stop this energy we got, 'cause it's different with you. Feels like I could split the difference with you. Looking for someone who holds it down. I'll hit you up when I get in town. Oh, and it might be unrealistic, but I swear I do the distance. And for now I'm trying to resist, oh, but your spirit's so persistent, and it feels like this one could be real. Yeah, I ain't pressing you, 'cause this ain't something time could steal. We got potential, it's appealing. Oh, I'll be here until our worlds collide. My heart stands still. One day I know I'll make you mine. I swear you just took a weekend fly. Make it hard not to fantasize. One day I know I'll make you mine. One day 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 I.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice, Maddie, mine, former guest of the show just a couple of weeks ago, dropping a new single right there, formerly of Nashville, now living in Seattle.
What up, Maddie? This joint goes too.
Yeah, definitely. Man, she got a crazy dope voice. Seriously.
Crazy dope voice.
10:44 p.m. We are almost close to our end, and we're going to bring in our last guest of the evening, Heretic, hailing to you from Olympia.
Yeah. Hey, am I too loud or am I good?
Oh, you're good.
All right. So sometimes this gaming headset just be loud as hell.
Oh, and I bet you make it loud as hell.
Hey, yep. Well, thanks for having me, y'all.
Man, appreciate you taking the time to call in.
Yo, Patron, do you get the worst sunburn in your life, or is that just some weird audio visual glitch?
He's got some light on him, basically.
You look hella red. you look like me on my worst sunburn of my life.
It does, man.
I was just concerned, bro. I was like, you might got some sun poisoning or something.
I wish. I've been to Washington.
Yeah, I figured. I was just like, you might have traveled to get that burn.
Might be the green contrast.
Yeah, I feel it.
Never green.
Appreciate everybody tuning in to tonight's program right here. We got Shorty coming in, Heretic in the building.
Hey, what's up, Shorty?
Jonathan Thomas. And, of course, my mom checking in there. Hi, you all.
Hey, shout out Mama Bells.
Yeah,
family.
Mama Bellas, yeah.
Bellas? All right, my bad.
Yeah, I had to go through that all the time when I was young. Everyone said Bells, call me, and with teachers and stuff like that. But yeah, it's Bellas. But anyway,
I feel you. I got it from here on out.
Trust me, I'm bad with names anyway. So
I feel you.
They used to call me Patron.
Hey, real talk.
That's kind of hard though.
Real talk. There was a news program on here for a long minute, and they did a show update of somebody else's show at the end, and they just read at the end for the promo for Fresh Juice, Pint Size Patron.
Hey, shout out to the patrons. Yeah. That's good.
No, it's Patron, y'all. It's Patron. But yeah, it's dope to have you on the program, Heretic, man. I know we're about to play a track from you.
Yes, sir.
Back on track.
Yep.
Lots of track on the track right there, but
yeah, there's a little wordplay behind it. So,
I was gonna we were talking about it earlier, but Heretic, tell Daniel we was they had Macklemore was wearing
government.
What was that?
Tell Cat Danny that we had or Macklemore used to wear the president masks.
Oh yeah. Back when everybody was on like the anti-George Bush wave, when that was the thing, way back when.
He used to perform with the mask, right?
Yeah. He had a song about F George Bush.
I was telling him you guys used to like open up for him out there.
Yeah, man. I booked Macklemore at the China Clipper, which is like a bar that can maybe fit 100 people in there. And we thought he was doing it because we paid him $200 for a performance. We're like, man, he's making $200 for like 45 minutes of performing. This guy's got it made. So it's just funny to see how far they went up from there. Yeah, Macklemore's got a really big connection with Olympia and a lot of the cats out here. Like, I ain't gonna act like I know him like that, but my guys like AKA and XP and Nicotine. They all rock with them tough. So
yeah, the show. Okay.
Yeah, we had we played a song earlier in the music video. They had the president masks on.
Oh yeah.
That brought up, yeah.
And D was up there. D was trying to get one, I guess.
Yup.
Yeah, maybe.
Like you were asking them where to get it at.
Yeah, they got Joe Biden masks. I feel like they only got masks for like the Republican presidents everyone hates. Like, do they have them for the Democrat presidents? People are just kind of like,
I'm gonna rock the.
They all right.
they were rocking some Obama masks in there, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did have the Obama mask. All right. So it ain't just the hated presidents.
They might
Actually,
have.
I think it was Pharoah Monch or somebody. Somebody had the Obama mask in the.
Oh yeah. Hey man, shout out Obama.
Jonathan definitely laughing at that one right there.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! All right, so on this song right here, Back on Track. I noticed that you allude in the song that you feel like people forgot that you rap or something.
Well, okay, so basically, I've been rapping for a long time, since pretty much like 1999, but I started out making music because that's just, what musicians and rappers do. But for the last close to 10 years, about 7, 8, I've just been battle rapping. I mean, you know Patron, so you know that lane. And the thing is, once you start getting into battle rapping, like a lot of us slowly stop making music. I mean, and there's these battle rappers out now that like never made music. They're just strictly battle rappers. But I'm from a generation where that wasn't a thing. Like everybody rapped and then you battled too, maybe. But so as I got hard into battle rap, I stopped making music as much. So that's why the song's called Back on Track. Like I'm back on tracks, so I'm just trying to get back into my music again, because I dropped a mixtape in 2011 and also have a crew album with a crew named Diatribe from 2007. So I'm old as hell is what I'm basically saying.
Like, hey guys, remember me?
Yeah, remember me from 10 years ago? I'm back.
We're both pretty old school in the sense that when we came up, like battling was to prove that you were worthy of making music. Or
or it was just
listening to a song from.
Or it'd just be like, you would go to a battle as a way to network, and after the battle, people are like, oh, you were dope, and then maybe you get a show booked or like work with somebody and stuff. So it wasn't like the end goal was battle rapping, whereas now battle rap is its own lane. You can just battle rap, and that's its own thing you can be successul at. So, but actually, me and Patron met battling, so.
Oh,
yeah, we battled a couple times.
Freestyle. So it's I think I might have a tape of us video of us freestyle battling. But yeah, that's how I met a lot of my good friends, is by battling them. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. The battle rap scene out here is just so underrated, and we can't hear enough about it from Patron. Like, he gives us that inside info that
Yeah, I'm glad he's on the show to kind of like shine some light on that sometimes overlooked lane and platform out here.
Well, shoot, we got about 10 minutes left in the program.
I see that.
We better get this song on.
All right. Is there anything?
Back on track. Let's play it, and we'll talk with you more, Heretic, after we get back, and I guess we'll wrap up the show.
All right, sounds good.
Give up about is the next match. Hardly step back, I have regrets past. Northwest rap, yeah, I really rep
that, and I'ma scream it loud every time that I bless tracks. Nothing like the next cat. Yeah, I'm a different breed, spitting heat, moving up in these bigger leagues, bittersweet. Looking back where we started at, cause right now y'all be looking like some artifacts. Disregard the fact if you really want to, but you ain't on the level that we moving on to. I'm a king moving past all these palm dudes until it's checkmate like you made the wrong move. I'm steps ahead of y'all, and yo, I never fall. You try to pass on me, well watch me catch the ball. They want that dope ish, I'm spitting fentanyl. Yeah, I'm a problem in your city that you better solve, set it off. Like I really was the night king. I got a buzz, yeah, my name got a nice ring. They want the smoke, well I came with the right scheme to leave them terrified, waking up in a pipe dream. Mine's the type you should sleep on. Hit the stretch, even thinking that you're reached on. All these peasants in the game, they don't belong. If it's a pissing match, I treat them like some peons. You're in trouble now, so better hustle, clown. These chickens scared to bet, well I'ma double down. Go another round like the biggest drunk in town. The Sid Vicious type, yeah, I really punk them out. Since 03, they've been getting 3-0'd. I take the drive away like they're getting repoed. I march on through the beef like I'm beast mode. Born in the West with my roots in the East Coast. Nah, I ain't gotta reach no sound. Chillin' in the North is where the heathen is found. They call me heretic like they were leaving me out, but the irony is thick cause they believe in me now. A leader is found in the dead of the storm. In the midst of the chaos, a legend is born. I always switch it up and I never conform. I got the passion of the youth with a veteran sword. It's execution time, and all I do is grind. Talking slick, kinda like this crew of mine. Feeling like an alien, looking down on humankind. Light years ahead of y'all, coming with a new design. Yeah, we really switching up the format. So much growth every spot that we format. Killing shows everywhere we perform at. Y'all getting stomped out like an old doormat. I took a step away, but yo, I'm back now. On these tracks, I'm still better than these whack clowns. 10 toes down, I don't back down. 20 years deep, check the background.
Heretic back on track.
Yeah, yeah.
By DJ Red Pepper Dave.
Yeah. Shout out to Red Pepper Dave.
Shout out to old boy.
Hey, Red Pepper Dave got some skills on there. I like that beat.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, he's the homie. He DJs all of our events and all our battle rap events too. So he's out here tough.
He's DJ.
And he helped film the music video too. So actually, I do film music videos, but obviously I couldn't film my own, so I had to have the homies help me. But I filmed and edited that too. So I'm one of the few rappers out here that edits their own music videos. I'm thinking.
Man. Try with a mirror or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could. A little selfie stick. Get the selfie stick.
It looks like Shorty wants to know if that was your screen.
Nah, that was that classic Scream sample they got and everything. I can't scream that high pitched. Come on now. Shout out to the Shorty though.
Oh, that's wild, man. Oh man, I wish we had more time with you, man. We got a little sidetracked with the Knowmads.
It's all good. You gotta let the superstars do their thing. Shout out to the Knowmads though. That track was dope.
Angel over here.
Yeah, he's saying, hey, right there. Man, I guess we'll just have to have you back, man.
Hey, definitely. Let me know anytime. I'm down to come up there and, help film the session or whatever. We can link. I do all sorts of things. So
they say they open the state June 30th, man.
Yeah, man. We're going to have to get an event cracking here soon. The battle rap scene on our neck of the woods has been kind of lacking. So we're going to get it popping again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will for sure make a battle rap event here eventually, man. I know.
Yeah. Definitely. Hey, let me know. We'll put you on the guest list, man. Royalty in the building.
The Patron been trying to get me out in one for a minute, man. And it's just like something always comes up.
Well, a lot of them are actually out of state, so it'd be hard to get you all the way out there.
Yeah, we definitely planning something for December, so keep December on your calendar free.
Okay. Keep December free.
Yeah.
Okay. Respect. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming through. If anyone got that taste of you and wants to learn more about Heretic and everything that you be involved with, where do they need to go?
They can follow me at Heretic360. That's HERETIC 360, like the area code I'm from. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. So, follow me. Also, follow Forum C's by MCs. That's Olympia's Battle Rap League. And Sky Tier, that's Seattle's Battle Rap League. And Alliance Battle Rap League, that's Tacoma's league. We all work together. So if you want to follow us on the battle rap platform, tap in with one of those right there.
Okay. All right. Well, next week on Fresh Juice, we will be joined by Lonely Together. I haven't had them on in for about a year, but
gotta love those oxymorons.
I was gonna say those oxymorons, wordplay.
But yeah, we'll definitely have them back on right there. One of our returning couples, if it will be. We've had Jack and Jill, and we've had Lonely Together, and
E Brown and his lady came through.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, she could rap too. She could definitely rap.
Hip hop couples, it's a thing.
I like hip hop couples, man. They're power.
Hey, yeah, definitely. If you can maintain a relationship and a rap group, you good.
All right, so that's going down next Wednesday. That'll be our last show of May, actually. This year continues to fly by. It'll be the 26th. 9 to 11 p.m. as always. You can listen to this show in full on Saturday night at 11 p.m. You can hear it all then there, and also with the rerun, and then also archives. Go to mixcloud.com/freshjuicepodcast. If you like the music from the show, go check out our Spotify playlist. Search Fresh Juice Mix, curated by our own Pint Size Patron. Hopefully, we'll have ID yourself back in the room again next week, and have our full team here with us, all three. After this show, a new episode of the Neon Ghost Show. Tomorrow, Thursday, 3:30, got some baseball. You can tune in with O'Day and Garfield. And on Friday, you can check out a basketball game on Rainier Avenue Radio, girls and boys. It'll be Rainier Beach and Franklin. 5:45 girls, 7:30 boys. Keep sipping that fresh juice, y'all, and peace.
Thanks for having me.
All right.